scoreboard, as I am doing everything as I go. But I will try and update the time left and score as we go. Referees for this one is Tony Jenkinson and Lincoln Stewart. Bevin in the blue, white and yellow, and dsport in the yellow and white from Wellington. On the court for Bevin, you've got Henry Mitchell, Nicky Borden, Jason Priest and Amanda Lowry. For dsport, you've got Chris and Michael Barry, Johan Gals, and Tyler Jennings. As tip-off happens, Nicky Borden claims it first for Bevin. There to Henry Mitchell, the high pointer. Gets out of the pick and goes up and down, not quite towards the try line there. And it's an 8-second violation. Used to be 10, but now it's 8 seconds to either bounce or pass the ball. The first turnover of the game goes the way of dsport. Tyler Jennings takes the inbound. Over the back pass there to Michael Barry. Part of the wheelbacks set up these days. Gets over halfway, pops the ball over to his twin. Bounces off his chair and out of court, and it's will be with Bevin. So two turnovers in the game without a score on the board yet. 4 8-minute quarters. Stop clock, so every time the ball's dead, the clock does stop. Sorry, I'll try and find my voice. As Nicky Borden will open things up. The Bevin Steamrollers. Play on words of the provincial Bevin side, the Bevin Steamers. Tyler Jennings getting out of a pick. Down there to Michael Barry. Henry Mitchell marking him. Michael Barry gets over half. Ball down to Tyler Jennings. And Tyler Jennings opens up dsport's account, one apiece. We've got just under a minute gone, first period. Nicky Broughton with the ball. Been playing the sport a few years now. Here to Henry Mitchell. Like basketball, once you come into your front court, you can't go into your back. And this one, it's loose. Players fighting over it, waiting to see who's got it. It is Michael Barry. He's going to pop the ball down to Tyler Jennings. And for the first time, dsport from Wellington hit the front. 2-1. Gets it away to Nicky Borden. Loose ball from Borden. Just Barry fighting. So it's Henry Mitchell. It's Mitchell that's going to get it. He pops the ball down, but no one there. And collected in the end by Henry Mitchell. 2 apiece, 6:09 left, first period. First domestic tournament of the 2026 calendar. Michael Barry down to his brother Chris. Puts the margin back to 1 for dsport. dsport hosting the next WRC 2 in July at Te Ruapataha Arena in Whareroa. And we have our first penalty. First foul of the game. Michael Barry into the bin for illegal use of hands. So it's there for, it's another rule change from last year. Used to be a minute, now it's 30 seconds of game time. So Bevin with 1 player advantage. Broughton on that right side going strong. Gives it away to Mitchell. And Henry Mitchell through a hole makes it easy. locks things up at 3 apiece. dsport back to 4 players. Michael Berry looking for Jennings down court. Jennings tips it to himself. And it's 4-3. See academy player, I think that might be Aston Mitchell down in the background there. That'll be our first fallen player, but not in this game. Mitchell pops it to Broughton. Broughton fighting. And she's been pushed back over. Backcourt violation. As I said, once you go into your front court, you can't come into your back. Good to have you wherever you're tuned in, folks. All of Court 1 matches live streamed today and tomorrow. There's a bit of a loose ball there as Johan Gals passes it to Chris Berry, and it's out of court. So Bad Penny with another turnover. Got some substitutions for dsport. Johan Gals making way for Wheel Blacks coach Gavin Rolton. .5 for a .5. Broughton with the ball, pops it down to Mitchell. Henry Mitchell levels things up at 4 apiece. Try for try at the moment. Chris Berry finds Michael. And just some good pushes there from Michael Berry. Sorry. Yvonne.
Is there a timer?
Yep, no, I've pulled it. This is a timeout here from Bad Plenty. Just wait and see what's happening. I was just talking with the Bad Plenty bench. Sorry.
No, but we did call the timeout.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah.
You did.
Right, so in all of that, Bay Plenty have taken a timeout. You're allowed 3 60-second timeouts, so you don't want a 60-minute one per half. You can't save them. They get wiped, from the first half. You don't get to carry them over. And they trail 5-4 at the moment, but will have possession. Just see the referees discussing with Gavin Rolton. Penny bench at the moment. And looks as though Rhiannon Billette is on court. Australian import. He's here in New Zealand last year with the Australian Miners, the Australian development side. Yeah, folks, unfortunately, as I've said, I'm by myself. I am trying to update the score as much as I can. it is 5-4 the way of dsport. And some good pushes as Hayden Delves is on court, equals things up at 5 apiece. When I can, I will check the comments, but the continuous asking is not going to alert me. We're just short on volunteers, folks, hence why I'm having to do it all myself. There's an equipment timeout called. Michael Berry just having some straps readjusted. Chris Berry with the ball. Finds his brother Michael. Been part of the Wheel Black set up the last couple of years. And it's an 8-second violation. Second one of the game. Have 8 seconds to bounce or pass the ball. From the start of last year that got changed. Used to be 10. So Bay of Plenty in the front court. Hayden Delves will score. Make it 6-5. 4:08 to play, first period. Another double blow and an equipment timeout. Tyler Jennings might have popped a tyre there. Usually the change of tyres is pretty quick. Just push the axle in, pull it out, and quick change around. Sometimes if the wheel gets bent or buckled, it can be hard to pull out and put in as well. There with Michael Barry. Good hit there from Downs. Nice blocking from Rolton. Barry working hard. Still with it. Some good tear movement. And he's lost it over the line. Turnover ball for Bay of Plenty. Chance for them to go up by 2. First game of WRC 1. As it's fumbled around, ends up with Delves in the end, luckily. Jennings gets his hand in the way and tips out of court, so we'll stay with Bay of Plenty. Shot clock just needs to be reset.
33, yep. No reset on it.
Bay of Plenty with 33 seconds to score. Bullet with it. Juggles it, but stays controlled. Delves on the left side. And for the first time, we have a 2-point advantage. 7-5, Bay of Plenty Steamrollers lead. 3:25 left in the period. Turnover for Delves. Delves crashes his way through and makes it 3. 8-5 now. Jennings, a few years ago, he was part of the Wheel Blacks setup. Pops it over and it's going to be out of reach. No try. Bay of Plenty with a quick few turnovers. This Priest could only find the wheel of Sam Fitness. So dsport with an unfortunate turnover. 2:54 left in first period. Michael Barry. Full 40 seconds left on the clock. Can't break through, it's out of hands. Just wait and see what the call is. It'll stay with dsport. Thirteen seconds left on the clock. Jennings trying to find a hole for him, can't. It's loose. And with 3.6 seconds on the clock, dsport still with ball. It's only on the shot clock, we've got 2.5 to play first period. Clocks don't start till it's touched on court. Hood is gone. Just having some issues with the shot clock, so it's just being reset at the moment. 8-5, Bevin Steamrollers leading. 2:23 left in the first period. Jennings receives it. 3-2. There might be a hole in that left corner. No try, out of time. And Bevin get their turnover back. Still 2:16 left on clock. Priest finds Dowles, gets his arms going. Almost tips over. Does well with the score. And it's 9-5, margin now 4 in favour of the Bevin Steamrollers over dsport. Barry to Barry. It's Chris Barry with ball. Sorry, Michael Barry with ball. As Hayden Dowles puts his body on the line there. Now he's fighting back. Now just to stop Michael on that left post. Still working, 14 left on the try clock, and he scores. First try in a while for dsport, 9-6. They trail. Ball down to Billette. Billette over the back of the head. Young promising player from Australia. 10-6, 1:29 left on the shot clock. On the try clock, as he's out of court. Michael Barry, unforced error. So Bevin will have a full 40 seconds down the right end of the court. Billette looking at options. Trying to find a way through, finds it away to Dowles, and now 11-6, 1:15 left on the clock.
Oh, okay, I'll go with young, leave the middle.
Jennings up in court. Delves trying to get his hand in there, can't. And makes it look simple. 11-7. Just under a minute to play, first period. Leaf gets it from Treese. Pop ball down to Delves. And that partnership working quite well. 12-7. 47 seconds left. Reminder, all games on Court 1 will be live streamed. As I can't duplicate myself, the Court 2 games won't be live streamed. The draw has been worked out though that every team at least gets one game on the live stream. As Delves is in the court, in the bin, for illegal use of hands. So he'll be in there for at least for either 30 seconds. Excuse me. Or if dsport score a try. Michael Barry down to Jennings. Cruisley goes over. And Delves asks for the inbound. Penny back to 4 players. Bounces it. Cleans up by Michael Barry. Turnover ball. Now it's lost. There with Jason Priest. Back to Delves. And a quick try. Makes it 13-8. 16 seconds left. dsport calling for a 60-second timeout. No longer there's their 30-second timeouts. Another change from last season. Looks as though they're going to take it. And since they've taken this 30-second timeout with less than 2 minutes in the period, they're allowed to propel the ball into the front court. Penny back in the key. Waiting as Jennings gets it. Bit of up and down, and there's a penalty against Penny. It's Delves again. His second trip in a minute. 8 seconds left on the clock. One player advantage here for dsport. Michael Barry gets it on the line. 13-9, 6 seconds left. There with Delves. Delves getting the levers going. Won't get there in time. That's the end of the first period. Bay Plenty 13. dsport from Wellington 9. Alright, welcome back. Second period about to start. Bay Plenty Steamrollers 13, leading dsport from Wellington 9. The dsport with the ball as Nicky Broughton did win the tip-off. There was Michael Barry finding his twin brother Chris. For a change, I haven't got them mixed up. Split fighting, Michael Barry picks up the spoils. Stacey Roach on the court as well. Pop ball finds Henry Mitchell. Mitchell getting over half. And glides over for the first try. of the second period, 14-9. Good to have you tuned in wherever you are. Bevin, Jenkinson of Bev's broadcasting with you. Your cameraman and commentator as Nicky Broughton gets a good turnover. 15-9 now. It's try for the most of the first period. And then quite a few turnovers for Bay Plenty. This might have our first Falcon of the game. But Michael Berry still has it, pops it down to Chris. And it's off the front of his chair. So it will stay with Bay Plenty. Nicky Broughton, tapped there by Michael Berry. There to Rhian and Gillette. Pops it down to a high Henry Mitchell. 16-9. 1 minute gone, second period. First game of the domestic season for 2026. Jennings pops it down to Michael Berry and takes it on the line, no problem. Gillette with the ball in the front court. Turns around, finds Broughton. Jennings in there, and they're out of court, are we? Yes, we are. It'll be a turnover dsport. There's some substitutions coming on the field, on the court, sorry. Leo Hoffman on for Chris Barry. Leo will have the ball in hand. Jennings loses it, and it's out of court. Hoffman loses it. Michael Berry fighting. Gets the ball. And it's an 8-second violation. It used to be 10, it's now 8. To bounce it past the ball. Broughton, Gillette, Roach and Delves on court for Bay Plenty. Hoffman, Michael Berry, there's Mitchell scores. Hoffman, Michael Berry, Jennings and Gals on court for dsport. dsport from Wellington. Changed their name a few years ago now. Puts it down to Hoffman. Hoffman loses it. Gillette will clean it up though. Just some things are not connecting here for dsport. As Broughton will take it towards the line, turned around by Jennings. Now Billet with ball. And we've had a whistle. Reset, base. So I think there was a referee's error, so it's been reset to 40 seconds on the try clock. Broughton looking at her options. 3 female players on court for Bay Plenty Steamrollers. So mixed gender sport as Black finds Broughton. And we've got a ball from court 2 that's just straight all over into the to where the ball is on our court. Jennings has it. Jennings on the right side, hit from Mitchell, sorry, I should say. And Chris Barry scores. And you could hear that pop, I would say. Just a clear indication of a puncture. It is how it is. Let with him down. Jennings has a new tyre. Mitchell pushing on that right side. It's around Barry. And Hoffman hits him. But Mitchell still scores 19-11. 4:33 on the clock. Good to have Kate tuned in. I hope you're well, Kate. Barry looking at his options, and it's a legal use of hands against Henry Mitchell.
I don't think they can. You can't sub. You can't sub us.
So Bo Plenty trying to sub, but they've got a player in the bin. An opposing player in the bin they could, or if the player that's being benched is in the bin, they bit hard. Michael Barry will peg one back for dsport. Yeah, in the area folks, Mercury Bay Park Arena, free entry here for the 2026 Festival of Disability Sport. There's boccia, there's wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, funnily enough. There's a Wheelchair Rugby League demo game later on here as well. As Henry Mitchell makes it 20-12. And it's out of court. And we turn over here for Bo Penny.
Subs. First game is 17th of August.
Aidan Dell winding up. Good bounce off Michael Barry. Good ball there to Rhiannon Billette, and over she goes backwards. Doesn't matter how you score them, as long as you get two wheels over the line with ball in control. There's Michael Barry being shadowed by Delves, but gets around him quite well. Delves comes back into it, shadows them out. Barry goes over backwards. No, he doesn't. Gives it away to Hoffman. Leo Hoffman scores his first try of the tournament. 21-13, 3:35 left. On court for both Penny. The man to Larry with the, you can see on screen Rhiannon Billette. Just there to take the inbound. Kevin Hoberg and Hayden Delves, for dsport. Michael Barry, Tyler Jennings, as the ball's cleaned up there by Billette. Gals and Hoffman for dsport Wellington. Finding Jennings. Lives in the Hawke's Bay but represents dsport. Hawke's Bay a few years ago had a team. As this one's tipped out of hand from Delves, and Delves will race things away. Makes it 23-13, 3:04 left, second period, first half. As Jennings is called to the inbound, so bad plenty have to let him go. Everyone high, everyone low except for Hoffman. And it's going to set up for Hoffman, even though Delves is giving chase. Delves gets back there. Ball there to Michael Barry. Great work try from dsport. Good heads up play from the Wellington team. As I usually do, there will be highlights and bloopers posted, hopefully with all WRC too. Of all the matches on the live stream. And this one's loose from Barry. He's picked it up though. Here with Jennings. 23-14. They trail. And scores. Buzzer. As Bay Plenty have called a timeout, coaches timeout, the second 60 seconds timeout. (23-15), the Steamrollers leading with 2:38 left in the second period. Priest finding Delves as we've had a double buzzer, a double blow on the whistle. I think Bay Penny tried to sneak a fifth player on court there. Currently not. dsport setting up on the key defence. Delves finding Villette and it's out of court. And a turnover for dsport. WRC tournaments, you are allowed able-bodied players to play. Everyone of all abilities, as there's an 8-second violation against dsport against their fourth. We've had 14 minutes of gameplay. But to be eligible to play wheelchair rugby at a national level, you must have a loss of function in at least three limbs. Quite a bit of science behind it. As it's all there to Delves, makes it 24-15. Most common disability in wheelchair rugby is a quadriplegia. The Americans call it quad rugby for that reason. But you have amputees, you have other disabilities. You get some really odd ones at times. Often gets confused for wheelchair rugby. Good little gamesmanship between Delves and Barry, and Delves will score. It'll make the highlights, I think. A little fist bump between opponents. Down there to Chris Berry. Sits up nicely for him. Down nice. And he's backcourt violation. Good hit from Delves, forcing the turnover. Great example of why people think this is wheelchair basketball, because there's quite a few similarities in rules. Big difference is that we don't play in it with a basketball, and we're not trying to shoot hoops either. As it's out of court, I think that's come off Barry. Yes, it has. It's a lead of 10, 1:20 left in the second period, first half. Priest trying to find support. Ball is loose, picked up there by Michael Barry. Turnover ball. Michael Barry loses it, Delps picks it up. Two very quick turnovers. And it's bad plenty to cash in. 26-16, 1:03 left. Michael Barry gets the inbound. Jennings down to Chris Barry. Collette giving chase. And Chris Barry will score. 26-16, 48 seconds left. 5-minute half-time break. There was talk that it might be 10, but that's more internationally. Half-time break's 10 minutes. As Delves fights. And pegs on back to Bay Plenty. Great to see some new referees involved in the sport. There's might be 3 this weekend. There's long ball from Jennings, down to nobody really. And I don't think anyone's going to clean that one up. No, they don't. Beach buzzer. Buzzer. There's Bay Plenty call a timeout. And I'll take the 60 seconds. They lead 27-16. 24 seconds left in the period. Okay, Maono, welcome back to Mercury Bay Park Arena. It's 2026 WRC 1, Day 1, Game 1. Bay Plenty Steamrollers, 27-16 they lead against dsport from Wellington. Mercury event, is it? Sorry folks, just having a little argument off mic. And it's out of court, but stays with Bay Plenty. Delves tied up by a couple of dsport players, now he's been released. And so it's Henry Mitchell, I should say. Bay Plenty, in the start of all 3 periods, they've scored first. No inbounder. Kevin Rolton receives the ball. Here with Michael Barry. Pops it down. It's only as far as Nicky Broughton. And Mercury start the third period with two quick tries. I swear at the end of the weekend I will find the correct words, even if it is at the last second of the last game. Michael Berry popping it down to Rose Villa, who's on court for the first time. Collects the ball. Singlet number 20 gives it away to Jennings. There to Michael Berry, who's turned around from Mitchell, but does well and scores. 29-17, 7:12 left on the clock for the third period. Mitchell down to Broughton, looking over ahead. Collects it fine and scores. 30-17. Rolton letting his teammates know where he wants them. Jennings long ball down, Rose via high. Quite a common technique here from dsport, not just today but in general. Jennings pops it over there to Rosevale, and Rosevale scores. 30-18, 6:34 left.
Everybody, I'm over at Court 8, the Warriors Foundation, and he's looking. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Thanks. We've got Wheelchair
Ball down to Mitchell. Sorry, someone's trying to ring me through Messenger. I can't answer your call. Walking scores on that left post.
BOP and all the other benefits of the goals. We're just going to spin we're going into the second year, and hopefully we can get to the level.
Rolton using the whole baseline. Michael Berry gives it away to him. Got to get over the half in 12 seconds. Bounces it, delves. So Mitchell pops it back to Jennings. So no turnover. And Michael Berry scores. Mitchell just letting. Yep, got it. 32-19, the BOP Steamrollers leading at the moment. Jennings turns, finds a long ball down. Michael Berry there along with Rosevay up, but Michael Berry will get there. Rosevay just gives Mitchell a tap on the way through. Sounds as though the rugby league demo game is happening. Mitchell on this near side. Meets with Michael Berry. There to Broughton. Back to Mitchell, some good teamwork there. Makes that 33-20, sorry. 5:13 left in the third period of 4. Eight teams in WRC. Both 1 and 2, so it's a straight round robin. Everybody plays everybody once. Today, tomorrow, and also at WRC 2 in July. As Mitchell loses this, Jennings picks it up, then is claimed back with Mitchell. And there to Jason Priest, gives it away to Nicky Broughton. Some good teamwork from the home side. 34-20, 4:40 left. Michael Berry asking Rolton to do some work. Can't at the moment. Long ball down to Rosevale. Slow dribbling ball. She'll pick it up nicely. Mitchell there though to stop it at the moment. And we have our first jump ball. First jump ball of the game. Yep. Buzzers, please. Buzzer. Tony, subs. There's Kevin Hobergen coming on court for Amanda Lowry. So it stays with dsport the ball. Position area very similar to basketball and wheelchair basketball, I suppose. Two players and from opposite sides in possession of the ball at the same time is the most common reason for a jump ball. As dsport score their 21st, 34-21. Just over 4 to play, third period. Jennings bats it back. Cleaned up by Broughton. Broughton gets it away to Mitchell in the front court. Everything a little bit casual at the moment. And Henry Mitchell will score Bevin 35th, 35-21. On the other court, Canterbury Red leading 32-23 against Otago. Mitchell can't dislodge the ball, pops it away to Rosevea, and Rosevea will score her second. 35-22. Thanks, Yvonne, for telling me the score after I'd actually already said it. She looked through some of the comments after I'd already. There's turnover here for dsport. Getting a bit of luck on their side at the moment. Mitchell getting his hand in there. Barry fighting well. Now it's loose. Clean pick up by Barry. There to Jennings. And Vaya will score on that left post. 35-23 might be dsport's first two-pointer in a row for a while. There with Mitchell one-handed, bounces it to himself. Michael Berry and Jennings shadowing. Hobergen trying to do some blocking. Got to go long down court. Comes off Rosevea's chair, ends up with Tyler Jennings though. Jennings looking at his options. Then to Michael Barry. And Michael Barry will score dsport's third in a row. Ball out of course. There's Bob Penny running some changes. Random Dillette and Stacey Roach on court for Jason and Kevin coming off court for them. It'll be dsport ball though. Rolton, very experienced campaigner. World Blacks coach these days, transitioning from a player. And there's ball down to Rosevea, out of court. First time in a while that hasn't really worked for dsport. there with Henry Mitchell. A lot of Mitchells in wheelchair rugby in New Zealand. First and last names, no one related though. Mitchell glides over, 36-24, 1:42 left. Michael Barry fighting off Nicky Broughton, does well. Ball down to Jennings. And Jennings will glide over for dsport's 25th. 36-25, the team from Wellington trailing. Hosts in front at the moment. As Henry Mitchell scores. 37-25, 1:13 left. Next game coming up at 11:30. Auckland taking on Canterbury Red, I believe. I know it's one of the Canterbury teams. Jennings collects it. 37-26. As we've got a whistle. And dsport bringing some substitutions on. So for Bay Penny on court, Villette, Roach, Broughton and Mitchell. And for dsport it is Michael Barry, Chris Barry, Leah Hoffman and Gavin Rolton. And because the clock didn't start, the try is rubbed out. And we go back to what is when the last recorded time is, which is when Bay Penny scored that try. So unfortunate there for dsport, but we're all human beings and volunteers on the bench. Henry Mitchell would force the turnover. So double unlucky there for dsport. And Nicky Broughton scores. 38-25, 1:04 left. Loose ball and out of court. And Bay Penny ball. Always looking for more volunteers, folks. If you're in the area, come on down, have a look. If you want to get involved as an official, contact New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby here on Facebook, and we'll put you in touch with the right people. Don't need to know anything about the sport and that to be involved. Training is provided. It is Henry Mitchell gets the turnover. And he goes bang bang for Bay Penny. They answered a call for referees back in 2010. Refereed for a few years, then became a head bench official as Nicky Broughton gets the turnover. 41-25. As dsport call a timeout. 2018 I went to the Wheelchair Rugby World Championships in Sydney. Saw what the Aussies were doing in terms of live streaming. Someone at the age of 7, so over 30 years ago now, suggested I should be a commentator. In that trip to Sydney in 2018 brought out the idea of Bev's broadcasting. I've live streamed a lot of sports, wheelchair rugby, rugby union, rugby league, goalball, which is a vision impaired sport, cricket. I've done a whole heap of sports at every level, junior level, club level, secondary school, all the way up to 3 years ago. I had the great pleasure of doing 2 Super Rugby pre-season games. So if you love your sport and want to see more interesting stuff, I'm hoping to do Goldball Matariki weekend 2 weeks into July. follow me on Facebook, Bev's Broadcasting official Facebook page, so not just Bev's Broadcasting, the official one, and Bev's Broadcasting YouTube channel. As we're under 40 seconds, so the shot clock doesn't matter. 39 seconds to score. You never know how crucial scoring tries, even if you are down by a few, as dsport find them, when it comes to the business end, to play things. Buzzer. So Bevin calling a timeout. They get to advance the ball as it is within the last 2 minutes of a period. 24.5 seconds left. Bevin have taken the timeout. They don't actually have to take a timeout when they call it. They can just use it to propel the ball forward of court. Used to have 4 30-second timeouts and 2 60-second timeouts, but World Wheelchair Rugby got rid of those 30-second timeouts. Now you have 3 60-second timeouts each half. Those 30-second ones were quite crucial. You could use them during a spot of bother to get out of trouble. I actually quite enjoy this new rule, as it does quicken the game up. So 24 seconds left on the period clock. It's a 15 try advantage at the moment to Bay of Plenty. Winding up now, trying to go through the middle. And for the key against dsport. So the defending team can't have all 4 players in the key. So Michael Barry, who was the last one to enter the key, goes to the bin. It's 11 seconds on the clock, so you might have to sit if Bay of Plenty can't score a try in that 11 seconds. He sits there for 30. It'll be 11 seconds of this period, plus a few in the second, plus a few in the next one. Bay of Plenty will have the possession at the start of next period at this point. Billette looking at holes. Hoffman going round the back, and Billette scores with 3 seconds left. 42-26. Hoffman there to Michael Barry, and that is the end of the third period of 4. Bay of Plenty 42, leading dsport 26. Prediction of Game 1, Day 1 of the 2026 WRC 1. It's Bay of Plenty Steamrollers 42-26 leading dsport. Delves finds a way through the hole, sorry. The inbound can only find Delves, and the whistle's gone. And there's an illegal use of hands against Tyler Jennings by the look of it. Yes, it is. So defenders allowed to come in and reach for the ball. But as soon as they touch the hands or the arms, or actually any part of the attacking player's body, it's a foul. So Jennings in there for either 30 seconds of game time or a bad penalty try, and that can't be a penalty try either. Auckland taking on Canterbury Black in the next game here on Port 1 at around 11:30. Bad penalties, 44th try scored. 44-26. As Delves picks up the spoils, uses his long levers there. Everyone in the last period has gone the wrong way there. And Delves will score. I've seen that in international wheelchair rugby actually. It's quite entertaining. They even scored at the wrong end in the second half, as that's out of court. So benches are set up either side of the bench table, or in this case either side of me basically. And you score away from your bench in the first half, and then you score with your bench to the end that your bench is at in the second. As Delph scores his third of the period, 46-26. Just over 7 minutes to play in this one. Not a problem at all there, Cindy. Great to have you tuned in. Thank you for your comments. Delph picks up the spoils, pinches it in a thief of the night. 47-26. 7 to play. As I said, sport that I've been involved in 16 years. There's Johan Gals. Gives it away to Jennings, down to Hoffman. And Hayden Delves has pinched the ball, I even missed that. And Delves will score 48-26, 6 minutes 40. As dsport call a timeout, and I'll take it to the bench to reset. No problem at all, Catherine Jackson. Funnily enough, I do remember that it's not the first time you've tuned into a live stream of mine from Australia. Domestic tournaments in the 2026 domestic calendar. Next one is in July at Te Ruaparaha Arena in Parirua, WRC 2. Then we go to Manawatu for Palmerston North, for the 4.5 tournament. That one won't be live streamed at this point, Then I think in September is Nationals. For the first time we head down to Otago for the first ever Nationals down there. I think it will be their second hosted tournament. And then we finish off the domestic calendar at Te Awamutu Sports Arena, the Te Awamutu Event Centre, for low pointers in October. There's Michael Barry, scores dsport's 27th. World Wheelchair Rugby Championships taking place in Sao Paulo, Brazil in the middle of August. I think John Corson told me 17th of August is the first game. As Bilek takes one behind her back again. 49-27. Chris Barry finding Jennings. Both Australia and the Wheel Blacks will be at those World Championships. There's Bilek on this near side. scores. I'm trying to rack my brain, sorry Catherine, to think what your son's name is. I just realised it's Jaden. As Billette goes for Bay Penny's 51st. As Delves gets his hands in there, and we'll go to the bin. First player in the bin in this fourth period. It's a sport that has done me so much. I've had a few moments where I've tried to walk away but keep coming back. As there's a contact before the whistle violation. I think it might have gone against dsport. So when the ball is dead, you can't make an advantage by making contact with a chair. You're allowed one warning per half, and the first one is just a warning. Any other times in a half, you get a player in the bin. Doesn't happen too often. But as I was saying here, this sport has done me quite a bit in 16 years. I've been overseas 4 times in 40 years of my life, all for wheelchair rugby. As Michael Barry rolls over for his 28th, for dsport's 28th. Last year I found myself in a bit of bother with no transport, as incorrect entry to court, turnover ball for Bay Penny. When you come on court, you got to come on straight. So turnover ball for dsport. I had no transport. Put a give a little page, and someone generously donated a good chunk of money. And it was someone involved in wheelchair rugby as well, so yeah. Delves racing away through the middle of the court and gets his long levers away and scores 52-28. Delves pinches it off Jennings, both with great long arms, but Delves wins it. 53-28. Well, since about the 5-minute mark in the first period, it's been all Bay Penny. dsport, to their credit, haven't given up. The margin now currently 24, 4:44 left. Delves on those long levers, gives it away to Billette. Yes. Billette will score eventually in that left corner. Chris Barry finding Jennings. Jennings weaving in and out the 2-5. Delves puts a good hit on him. .17 left on the try clock. Jennings can't find his way through. Delves pinches it, turnover ball, and then Jennings gives away the foul, illegal use of hands. Had a few players in the bin in this game. Off the top of my head, that might be the 8th time a player's gone to the bin. Can happen in wheelchair rugby. You can have a game where a lot of players commit fouls. I think the first ever game I actually watched and was in the bin. The bin official, I think I had one right at the end of the first game I watched. As turnover off Chris Barry lost, then Delps picks it up. Going to give it away to Billette. She'll just stop and have a think. Allow the teammates to set up on Jennings as Bleck strolls over. As Jennings gets on court and fights his way through. Chris Barry finding Michael. Michael Barry down court. And there to Jennings. Jennings away to Michael Barry. And you can hear that Peter Klinkham has turned up. Man with a cowbell. 55-30, 3:10 left in this game. Game 3 coming up at 11 o'clock. Canterbury Black and Auckland taking on each other in their first games of the tournament. Over on court number 2, 45-38, Canterbury Red leading Otago Wheelanders. So away there to Jennings. Jennings racing through, stopped there by Delves. Jennings not panicking at the moment. Lowry with the pick. Jennings gets away from it though. And we've got a court. 8 seconds, no bounce. It's been a... Sorry, Nick, I forgot. Only because it was you, Sheree. Nicky brought it on court, just having a bit of a laugh about something I made a muck up of on earlier today. It's a great community, the wheelchair rugby. There's Delves streaming through the middle of court. Scores Bay Penny's 57, 57-30 they lead. Rolton finds Jennings. Back to Rolton. Rolton bats it down. Michael Barry picks it, no problem. Makes it 57-31, 2:12 to play. There's Kevin Hobergen calling for the inbound. Over on court 2, it is full time. Canterbury Red getting the win, 46-39 over the Otago Wheelanders. Another play on a rugby side. Of course, the Otago, or the Southern Rugby franchise, Super Rugby franchise being the Highlanders. Bay of Plenty Steamrollers. They play on the Bay of Plenty provincial side, the Steamers. As Jennings scores 57-33, 2 minutes to play. Ball here to Delves. Delves just a little tap off Barry, no problem. Both players having a chuckle. 58-32. 1:50 to play. Long ball from Jennings. It'll sit up for Michael Barry. And Nicky Bryan bounces it out of his hands. Jennings bats it back to Amanda Lowry. He's ping-ponging all over the place. Michael Barry gets it. And Hoffman scores his second, 58-33. 1:18 to play. And out of court. Jennings all the time in the world. Used to be that way before the Beijing Olympics. Buzzer! No. I take it you don't want it now. No. Sorry folks, just checking something there. Is Galv scores. As dsport call a timeout. They trail 58-34. Timeout over, and they've called it up court, so Rolton give it away to Jennings. 56 seconds left in this game. Broughton trying to lodge, can't. There's buzzer! dsport 59-35 they trail as Bevin call it coach's timeout. No, that's your last. So with 34 seconds left in this game, plenty in that front court. You can see New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby President Sherry Harris there taking some photos on the far side of court. As Broughton scores another 60-35. Rolton away to Jennings. Jennings taps it on as Delves meets him. And Barry goes over. Michael Barry, first player on this game to go over. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Wait and see. I think it might be a Targo ball. Sorry, Barry, dsport ball. I was just about to type Otago, that's the reason why I got a little bit confused there. No, it stays with Bay Plenty. Pops it over to Rolton and it's out of court. Stays with Bay Plenty ball. Turnover there from Hoffman. Ball is loose. Michael Berry picks it up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Delves giving chase. Won't get there. And that is the end of game number 1 of 2026 WRC 1. Bay Plenty Steamrollers 60 have beaten dsport Wellington 35. We'll be back in around quarter of an hour for game number 3. It is Canterbury Black taking on Auckland.